everyone, I hope you're all well. Today we're going to speak about some Newcastle United news. But beforehand, can we do a bit of housekeeping please? Can you consider smashing that subscribe button please? That would be great, thank you. Also, don't forget to hit that bell button so you'll be notified when I post new content. Thank you very much people. Let's get into the news. Reports coming out of France that Paquetá has handed in a formal transfer request with Lyon. He wants to leave the club this summer, and the two clubs who are interested in him is Arsenal and Newcastle United. They've been strongly linked with him, but the fact that Newcastle United stole Bruno from Arsenal and Bruno is Paquetá's best friend, I believe that pull could persuade him to join Newcastle United with his former teammate for Lyon and join him up again at Newcastle United. I've heard there's a release clause of around about £60 million. I don't think Newcastle want to pay that much, I think about 40. But yeah, this one's got legs, I believe. I'd love to see Paquetá at the club. There's loads of tweets about it. Reports coming out of France that Paquetá has handed a transfer request at Lyon. Arsenal and NUFC strongly linked. Newcastle's priority remains a right winger. Our priority at the moment is Moussa Diaby, Hudson-Odoi, people like that. But in midfield, I believe Paquetá will be a great addition to the club. But as I just said there, I think a right winger comes first, and then we'll have a look at that. But then again, you've got to look at FFP as well. You don't want to spend too much money. I don't know why, because Everton have done it. They've spent well over the odds and they're still buying players, even though they've sold one of their best players, Richarlison, to Tottenham. So why can't we do it, you know what I mean? So why not? Not long ago we saw Paquetá being pictured in Bruno's back garden. He was also on the quayside with both the girlfriends. And they've also recently been in Brazil in national duties. So yeah, I believe we've got the pull. I believe that Bruno will be a big factor in getting Paquetá back to the club. Or to the club, should I say. If this one happens, this will definitely be a marquee signing. If we can get Paquetá in and Moussa Diaby and then a striker, I'll be delighted with that, but I don't think all three will happen. I honestly believe that Paquetá might happen next season, but if he does go to Arsenal, then it'll be hard to get him next year. I think that'll be done. So it's a tricky one, we'll have to see what happens. I'm hoping that we do get him in though, because it'll be a great addition, as I said before. Outstanding player for clubs and country, great professional and an absolute quality player. Also, Ben Jacobs has tweeted, it says, contrary to some reports, NAFC haven't made an offer either this window. Both clubs feel Lyon's valuation is too high. Lyon say they've had offers but no evidence of a formal bid yet from any Premier League club. Arsenal more likely to get full buy-in from Paquetá before proceeding further. So that's what he says on it. I hope we do beat Arsenal to win, because like I said before, the links with Bruno, them two in middle of the park playing together, the duo, it'll be magical. And I believe with Joelinton and them two in midfield, we will absolutely boss loads of games. We will absolutely rag midfields, and I think it'll be really entertaining and great stuff for the home fans, St James Park, to watch. Next season it'll be unbelievable. Another tweet, Daniel Longo says Arsenal Newcastle are interested in Paquetá. The Brazilian midfielder wants to leave Lyon. Milan is entitled to 15% of its price, because when they sold them they had a clause on, so they'll get 15% of whatever he sold for, which we knew that ages ago. Yes, there's another tweet. It's all around social media now. There's loads of different people on Twitter tweeting about this. This one definitely got legs. And yeah, Paquetá Newcastle will be an absolute dream. Another tweet from Get French Football News. It says Paquetá has asked to leave Lyon and the club will allow him to do so if they receive a significant bid. So there's only two clubs who are in for him. I've heard Arsenal and Newcastle United are interested. I've just got them sneaky feelings that Arsenal might get him. I don't know if Newcastle have got the money for him this year. I hope they have, but if we haven't, we haven't, innit? I know we need a right winger, but I just pray that this one we can sell a few players, you know. We've got a few people going out. Like Dwight Gale, there's rumours he's going out. Manquillo, Clark. There's rumours that these players are on the way out of the club soon. So can we use some of that money to buy Paquetá if we can get money for them? I hope so, that'd be great. Because yeah, I'd love to steal Paquetá off Arsenal and get him with Bruno at Newcastle at midfield. It'd be absolutely amazing. Newcastle kicked off their first pre-season friendly yesterday. Behind closed doors, they played Gateshead. It ended up the full-time score, Newcastle 5, Gateshead 1. Those goals from Matt Ritchie, Joe Linton, Almiron got 2 and Sean Longstaff got 1. Excellent. It was 2 45 minutes halves. I thought it would be 2 30s, but it wasn't. A great performance. Almiron putting the ball in the net again, had a really good game. And yeah, a really good performance from the lads. The energy levels have went up so much the last 8 months that he has been here. The energy levels, the confidence, everything about the club, the team, everyone's improved in every area. So yeah, what a massive win yesterday. There's loads of people outside of the training ground watching it through the fence. Amazing scenes, and yeah, great start to the pre-season. Next, Newcastle head off to Austria. Now for some outgoings at the club. There's been reports that Keith Downey on Twitter that Kevin Clark to have Sheffield United medical in the next 24 hours. Newcastle defenders on the verge of agreeing a season-long loan deal at Bramley, and Clark likely to have played his last game for NUFC as he's in his final year of his contract. Nowadays, everyone's been written online, but I want to say good luck, Kevin Clark. You're outstanding in the Rafa days in the Championship. You helped our club get back to the Premier League, so I want to say thank you. Know the haters, and I wish you all the best in the future in your career. There's also stories in Dwight Gale. Newcastle talking to Championship clubs on outgoings. Dwight Gale's been strong linked with Watford and Birmingham, and as we know there, Kevin Clark was interested from Birmingham and Sheffield United, and Jeff Hendrick is interested in Reading. Let me know in the comments section your thoughts on the video. I'll see you in the next one, people.